What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Jared from Subway coming back to drop What If Naruto ate the Goro Goro no Mi, aka God of Thunder Naruto. And before this story starts, I gotta let you guys know that for this What If in particular, I'm gonna be doing something that I never have done before, which is, if you guys go on and smash the like goal that I'm gonna set for you guys, I'm gonna be dropping the full story of this the next day. So it's gonna be completely up to you guys, whether you guys wanna watch this series in parts and wait multiple days, or just leave one little like that takes you 2 seconds and get the full thing now. It's up to y'all. I'm not forcing nobody, and just know this is gonna be one of those OP Naruto. So if you guys like that, well, let's just say you're gonna love this, so you might as well leave a like anyways. That said though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about the video down below, and I'm also gonna be taking attendance. So without any further ado, hit it.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
So to start this story off, we're going to be going with a very basic premise. The story for this is pretty much just going to be that Naruto's getting chased by a bunch of villagers because it's going to be his 10th birthday, and Naruto would literally be on the verge of death. The villagers are actually throwing so much things at him, and Naruto would be limping away with a messed up ankle, bruises all over his face, a ruptured rib for crying out loud, and Naruto is just having probably the worst day of his life right now, right? So Naruto runs all the way to the point where he sees a fence, and Naruto, knowing that it's either that or this, and Naruto decides that he would rather have a couple more days worth of living than have to deal with these villagers and ninjas that are actually trying to kill him right now. Naruto wonders where Hiruzen is when he needs him, but it's at this moment that Naruto jumps the fence and makes his way towards the forest of death. Many of the villagers would stop, but a couple of people would continue chasing Naruto, deciding that they would much rather die alongside the Nine Tails than to let him live another day after what he did to their families, to their friends, to their community, to their shops, their villages. Not only did people lose their lives, but they literally lost their livelihood because the Nine Tails would have destroyed many people's shops, and with that, their merchandise, their products. So a lot of people were extremely angry at Naruto, and every day that it's his birthday, every time that it's his birthday, they all just get a bleak reminder of how everything could be so much different was it not for Naruto, right? So the villagers have it out for him, and Naruto would be having a 1-week time skip, not having eaten anything for 7 days and only having had like dirty water to drink during that time. Naruto actually being terrified of returning to the village. He would be extremely hungry when suddenly he would spot a bush full of little berries. Naruto goes on to eat them, and that would hold him off for about 1 more day, but it would be at this point that Naruto would begin getting chased off by a small wolf, right? Now this wolf would end up continuing to chase Naruto far into the forest, and Naruto would eventually realize that there's nowhere to go but up. Naruto begins climbing up a tree, making his way as high as he can, and the wolf would try to climb up after him, Naruto using his feet to kick the wolf down onto the ground, and the wolf would finally give up, leaving Naruto on top of the tree as he would sit there and ponder what he's gonna do. He's so hungry. We have a moment where Naruto hears his stomach growling, and he would look to the side of him as he would see this blue fruit just dangling beside him, and Naruto thinks to himself, what's the worst that could happen? He would think it's a very, very strange looking fruit, but there's no way that things could get worse from him now, right? So Naruto would take a bite out of this fruit, and let me tell you, it would be the most disgusting thing that Naruto will ever taste. It tasted putrid, horrible, rancid. It tasted spoiled. The thing was atrocious, but Naruto would swallow it knowing that this is all he had around, thinking to himself that it must not have been ripe. Yeah, that was it, right? But suddenly Naruto would get hit with a huge flash of information. Naruto just being like, what happened? And as we have seen in the Water 7 arc and in the arc where they pretty much try to save Robin, the CP0 members ended up eating devil fruits and almost immediately knew how to use them. So I'm going to be taking that premise instead of the premise of Luffy not knowing how to work his devil fruit, right? His is a bit more complicated, but this, it's just lightning. And these abilities would manifest instantly. Naruto didn't even have to think about it. He would feel lightning crackling off of his eyes, and Naruto would wonder what in the world is even going on, right? Thinking to himself that there's no way that this is real, right? Looking at his hands, he sees thunder just crackling off of it, and Naruto holds his hand up before screaming, "This is awesome!" Suddenly, a gigantic flash of lightning strikes down, and Naruto would be covered in a thick coat of lightning. Naruto then decided to return to the village and rushing there so fast that he didn't even believe he was the one who was moving, right? He thought that a gust of wind picked him up and threw him at the village from how fast he was there. And when he entered, he noticed a villager giving him a mean mug eye. The villager from here went on to say, "You got lucky, Naruto, but next year on your birthday, I'll get you, Nine Tails." And Naruto, looking at the man, walks over towards his shop before kicking down all of his merchandise that he would have set on a table. And the man would grab a kunai before being like, "Why you? I ought to kill you," before Naruto says, "Do it." And the man would slash at Naruto's throat, Naruto pretending to die, before then suddenly grabbing the man by his face with his palm and shocking him to death. Naruto looking at him and saying, "Next time, think about who you pick on," before then leaving the man dead on the floor with a small little girl running towards her father. And Naruto would say, "Sorry kid, but your dad was a bad man," before running off towards his house and just closing the door, thinking to himself for a brief moment what he just did. Naruto thinks to himself that he ate the devil fruit and he felt a slight change in his personality. Now, this being because devil fruits actually have the will of somebody's personality stuck inside of them even after the devil fruit themselves stops being wielded by a specific user. So Naruto has the traits and tendencies of Eneru, the god of lightning of One Piece, or, my boy Enel. Because I think it's two different ways that you could say his name. There's two different pronunciations from either the Viz translation, and then there's the kids one. So there's basically a lot of translation, but I'm gonna be going with an out, right? But basically what happens is Naruto, after discovering these abilities, would not say a word to nobody. And since that guy was the only one that saw Naruto and shortly died after, nobody knows of Naruto's newfound abilities. So Naruto goes back to the academy, doesn't act like nothing's changed, continues acting the same, has a smile on his face, and pulls a prank like usual. Then we find him at the training grounds as Naruto would spend an entire week training, just a week straight, missing class, not reporting there, thinking to himself that this is more important. And when he comes back, he can always make up the work that he missed anyways, right? Naruto goes on a train with these brand new abilities, and in a week, I cannot make this up, Naruto masters the Goro Goro ability so easily. Naruto now being able to teleport with the speed of lightning, Naruto being able to phase through attacks so nothing can hit him, Naruto being able to summon gigantic bolts of lightning, and Naruto learning that he can even channel his lightning through staves and things like that, like sticks and stuff. Naruto would be extremely impressed by his abilities, but there would be one weapon that Naruto would like to stick with the most, and that is a very long looking katana, right? And Naruto would have actually ended up grabbing it and actually stealing it from a shopkeep who would have been wondering where it went, but Naruto would have ended up changing the handle hilt and making it so that the guy couldn't tell what it was by painting it, and ultimately changing the color of the sheath so nobody could tell that Naruto took it. Naruto practices his abilities using this sword in tandem with his Goro Goro no Mi abilities, and finally Naruto decides that he's ready. He returns back to Konoha, or not to Konoha, but to his class, where Iruka would be like, "Naruto, you've been gone for a week. Now, if you do that again, I'm gonna have to drop you from the ninja course." And Naruto sits down on the desk before saying, "Won't be necessary, Teach. Don't worry, I'll be the #1 student from here on out." Iruka wondering what in the world Naruto's talking about, and Sasuke simply thinking to himself, he wishes, not as long as he's here. But then, the day would go to the end of the class, and Iruka would tell Naruto that he's going to be sparring. Now, Iruka, trying to get Naruto back for being late all this time, would have him spar against Sasuke, knowing that he was going to lose easily. And so he would easily be like, "Hajime," as the battle would start, and Naruto, looking towards Sasuke, would say, "Look, you can back out now, and I promise not to hurt you too bad." As Sasuke would say, "Back out to you. You mean the lowest ranking genin ever, like the lowest ranking person in the academy? You expect me to be afraid of you, Naruto? You got jokes. I didn't think you had such a funny sense of humor. Before then getting serious, looking at Naruto and rushing in. Naruto simply sidestepping Sasuke's attack with such speed that Sasuke would be like, what? And then Naruto throws a thunderous kick at Sasuke's gut, which sends him flying on his ass, and all of the fangirls watching would immediately start booing Naruto, saying, boo, boo, Naruto, you suck. But Naruto does not care. Naruto could not care any less for all of these losers and just people who don't matter to him at all. Naruto, looking towards the direction of Sasuke, would say, get up, kid. And Sasuke rushes at him once more, using a fireball jutsu. Naruto stands perfectly still, and the flames would go right through Naruto. Sasuke smirking, thinking to himself that ought to have him shut him up. And it was a very, very, very weak one, mind you, because Sasuke was only 10 years old and it took a lot of chakra from him. So now Sasuke was low and he was not feeling too good. But when he would look at the aftermath, he would notice that Naruto was completely unscathed. And Naruto would say, all right, my turn, holding out one singular finger before a stream of electricity would shoot at Sasuke, and Sasuke would get shot straight out of the ring, his hair completely frizzing up, and Iruka looking at Naruto, asking him, Naruto, what was that jutsu? How did you know you're not allowed to use jutsus in a fight. And Naruto looks at Iruka before saying, look Iruka, if you're gonna let Sasuke use a fire style against me, then you better be willing to let me use my abilities whenever he breaks the rules first. Don't talk to me if you're not gonna talk to Sasuke first. And Iruka would just stay silent, Naruto leaving the area, and suddenly he would make his way home before being called into the Hiruzen's office by a man with an Anbu mask on. Now this would be Kakashi, but Naruto doesn't know it yet. Naruto reports to the office of Hiruzen, who would ask Naruto about his ability. And Naruto would say that he got a little bit of an upgrade when he was about to die and on death's door the day of his 10th birthday. Hiruzen would be like, what are you talking about, Naruto? And Naruto would say, look Hiruzen, until you actually start being kind to me and treating me like I'm an actual human being, I'm not gonna listen to you, tell you anything, or follow your orders. You're basically dead to me until you finally give me the respect I deserve and you tell those damned villagers to leave me alone on my birthday. 10 years, Hiruzen. I mean, not 10 years, but 6 years I've had to duel. I've had to deal with ruthless torture from these villagers, mean mugs, and everybody seems to know that I'm this demon, this beast. That's what they all call me. Now, until you come clean about that, I'm not going to be telling you anything about these abilities. Naruto would begin to step outside, and Hiruzen would be like, wait, Naruto. Fine, I'll tell you. He goes on to explain what Kurama is, telling him that he's the tailed beast and that he was locked inside by the 4th Hokage. Naruto then looking at Hiruzen before saying, you mean my dad, right? With Hiruzen being like, what are you talking about, Naruto? And Naruto saying, come on. You mean to tell me that he just so happened to see me, a random baby lying around, that just so happened to be blonde and also have blue eyes and be an Uzumaki, which I'm pretty sure is what his wife was, if I overheard a conversation properly with random villager talking about the good old days with the 4th Hokage and how he would have put Naruto in his place. Naruto looking at Hiruzen would tell him that it's about time that he's done with the games. He tells Hiruzen that the next time a villager threatens him or so much as gives him a mean look, Naruto won't hesitate to kill them. And the Anbu guards would appear right next to Naruto, holding kunais to his neck, Naruto smirking and looking at them before saying, Hiruzen, watch this, snapping his fingers before appearing behind them in a bolt of lightning, and Naruto immediately following this would shoot a lightning tiger at the direction of both of them, which would shock them both and send them flying back. Kakashi, who would still be in the office, would be completely caught off guard by the effectiveness of the attack and would wonder if he should attack as well, but Naruto does have a point, and Hiruzen would tell Kakashi to stand down, before then looking at him and telling him, fine. He'll talk to the villagers and make sure that they know that the next time they attack you, they're gonna die. And Naruto would say, good, looks like I'm finally moving in a positive direction in this village. I was afraid I was gonna have to desert you guys and go to the land of lightning, considering that they might actually want me there. Hiruzen looking at the direction of Naruto and telling him that he doesn't have to go that far. And Naruto would say, oh, he doesn't? He doesn't have to go that far? oh, he doesn't have to go that far for the village that's treated him like crap for all these years, for the Hokage who was supposed to take care of him all these years, let him live with ramen and old spoiled milk, let every single villager treat me like garbage, not allow me to have a single friend while I was growing up, not tell me about my heritage or even give me the money that is rightfully mine, and worst of all, Hiruzen, the worst thing that you could have done, not even train me. You couldn't have, at the very minimum, trained me or even told me about the situation with Kurama. Maybe then I would have been better equipped to handle this. Matter of fact, you know what, Hiruzen? Maybe I should go to another village. Let's see how this village handles not having a Jinchuriki. Before Hiruzen could say anything, Naruto would teleport out of there and would completely be gone back at his house. Naruto packing his bags and Kakashi arriving right there, telling Naruto that he can't leave, that, you know, he trained under his master and he would feel horrible if Naruto was to leave this village, that's not what Minato would have wanted. Naruto looking at Kakashi would be like, what Minato would have wanted? You think I care what my father wanted? You mean the same father that was willing to put a damn beast inside of me? The same father who's not even around? Smashing the table as Kakashi looks at him and would say that he doesn't understand the circumstances. Naruto says that he understands very well and that he was a deadbeat, a no good, horrible fourth Hokage who couldn't even defeat the Nine Tails. If he was so great, he would have bested it in battle. And Kakashi would slightly begin to get angered by this, thinking to himself that Naruto doesn't know what he's saying. But the more that Naruto talks, the more Kakashi gets to thinking, and he's like, you know what, the kid's kind of right. But Naruto looks at Kakashi before grabbing his sword from his back and saying, look, you're either with me or against me. You try to get in my way and stop me from leaving, and I'll cut you down. I swear by that. I don't know who you are, who you think you are to stop me, but there is no way that anybody is stopping me from leaving this accursed village. Oh, and by the way, I'm taking this with me. Before holding the scroll out in front of Kakashi going completely wide-eyed at the fact that Naruto has the scroll of sealing, a triple S rank like secret jutsu that people can't even hope to have, right? And Kakashi would look to Naruto before saying that he forced his hand. Kakashi lifts up his Sharingan, and in a split second, Naruto would be gone, appearing behind Kakashi, who would throw a blow at Naruto trying to knock him out, but his hand would go right through Naruto, and Naruto would say, enough! Spazzing out a gigantic amount of lightning at the direction of Kakashi, spreading out, destroying his entire house. Kakashi jumping back and barely avoiding it before Naruto blitzes over towards Kakashi, holding onto his hand, and would summon a gigantic lightning bolt onto himself and Kakashi. Now, the lightning bolt doesn't affect Naruto because Naruto is lightning, but this lightning bolt would be on par with something like Kirin, right? And so this bolt of electricity would be more than powerful enough to absolutely knock Kakashi out and lead Naruto to say, good riddance, teleporting away so fast that Hiruzen didn't even get the chance to send Anbu after Naruto or anything. Hiruzen was now left with a downed Kakashi, destroyed house, and a Naruto who has the scroll of sealing. Hiruzen at this point begins to regret literally everything that he had done for Naruto up to that point, and would wish that he would have done things differently, wondering what would happen in the future with Naruto deserting the village. Is he going to try to come back and attack them, or is Naruto going to try to do something even worse than that? He has another Orochimaru in his hand, and although Hiruzen, it pains him to do it, he would have to unfortunately put out an order to try to capture Naruto dead or alive, putting him in the bingo book as a rogue ninja. That means that anytime that any Leaf villagers encounter him, they can more than feel free to pretty much kill him, if that makes sense, right? And so Naruto makes his way towards different villages, traveling through the lands, looking at different things, meeting new people, robbing people, mind you, taking people's money and not really caring for them, and mainly doing it to rich people who would flaunt around their money and act like they're the shit, right? Naruto steals from them, not really from poor looking people. He only had to do it one time because he was starving and it only took a little bit of money. But ultimately Naruto ends up buying new clothes for himself, an entirely white outfit. Like the outfit that Naruto would end up wearing is like this really cool white jacket with blue markings on it and some like black stitching on it as well, and these black ninja pants, also these like combat boots, Naruto decided that he's not going to be wearing those weird looking sandals, a sword sheath, and Naruto would have even bought himself some hair product that he could put in so he could style his hair different. Naruto's hair is going to be looking exactly like the one that we see in the thumbnail, and I'm not sure if I actually ended up changing it in the thumbnail, considering that the art that I got is a redrawn version of like a random thing that I found online. But just know he's basically going to have a longer version of what you guys see in the thumbnail. So it's going to be longer hair, and he's kind of going to look like Minato, but not really. But basically what pretty much ends up happening through Naruto's travels is he makes his way towards the direction of the land hidden in the lightning. When he arrives to the village gates, Naruto, seeing a bunch of ninjas like go up to him and try to stop him, Naruto knocks them out and would have briefly and would like literally just begin making his way towards the Hokage's office, right? The Raikage. Making his way inside, Naruto would bust through the door and say that he just decided to let himself in. Raikage A, looking at Naruto, would be extremely pissed, and he would tell him to give him one good reason why he shouldn't kill him. Naruto would say, I could give you 3 right now. Number 1, I'm Konoha's Kyuubi. Number 2, I'm the son of Minato Namikaze. And number 3, I want to join your village. And after hearing that, the Raikage would be completely dumbfounded, being like, the son of Minato? There's no way. He then looks at the eyes of Naruto and there's no mistaking it. He had that same icy glare that Minato gave him all those years ago when he could have killed him, mind you. And not only that, but hearing that Naruto's also the Kyuubi, he would be completely caught off guard, being like, well, kid, why should I believe you're not just a traitor? Oh, why does my chair keep making such loud noise? He'd be like, why should I believe you're not a traitor? And Naruto would say, you could choose to believe me or not. I'm not here to lie to you. All I gotta say is that the Hidden Leaf Village hasn't exactly been too kind to me. So I deserted it and became a rogue nin. Check the bingo book. I'm not lying to you. The Raikage would do so, and noticing that Naruto's actually on the bingo book and he has a huge amount of money on his head, would think about things and be like, there's no way, like this is serious. He then gets into a like gigantic laugh and takes a sip of a gigantic chug of like beer, right? Looking at the direction of Naruto before being like, kid, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but you're in. We need more power and more Jinchurikis. There's no way I wouldn't accept you. For the next couple of days, you're going to be going on to meet a couple of people that I have in this village that will more than likely be super glad to meet you. After the Raikage tells this to Naruto, Naruto gets completely excited after hearing the prospect of him training with like Killer B, somebody who actually has a Jinchuriki of his own. And so we're gonna be having a little bit of a 1.5 year time skip in which Naruto learned how to tame the power of the Kyuubi and goes through the same training arc that he would have gone through in the war, right? So Naruto now has access to Kurama's chakra, would have met his mother, but told her ultimately that he's not going back to that accursed village, and would have basically ended up becoming great friends with Killer B, and would have ended up joining Darui's squad. That would be officially the squad that Naruto's a part of, with Darui and that one female character that was in that same squad as well. Now, Naruto obviously does have a crush on an older lady because my boy Naruto, you know, he likes him a bit older, you know what I'm saying? So my boy is into this one character called Samui. You can look her up. She has like short hair, she's blonde, green eyes, and you know, that's just who Naruto has a crush on because like, come on, he has to have a crush on somebody, right? So that's what Naruto's gonna currently be trying to go after. Even though she's a lot older than him, Naruto just has this riz and this aura around him where Naruto doesn't act or think like a 13-year-old kid. Naruto is so mature for his age because he hangs out with Killer B and he hangs out with the Raikage on a constant day-to-day basis. Naruto in the village hidden in the lightning clouds would be treated like an absolute king there, and Naruto would be respected by all. Naruto would be treated like he's actually somebody, and people would even like honor him, give him gifts. Naruto has a bunch of girls chasing after him from that village, and the Raikage would even encourage Naruto to do whatever he needs to do, right? But Naruto doesn't want to because he's saving himself for, you know, what did I say her name was again? I forgot. So let me scroll up. Samui, yeah. He's saving himself for Samui, he would say in a joking manner, before then looking at the Raikage and nudging him at the shoulder, saying, you know, they notice I'm a bit strong. The Raikage looking at Naruto and saying, "You kidding, Naruto? You're at least stronger than me at this point." And Naruto would be like, "Yeah, I guess I am." Before then looking at him and being like, "So, I think it's about time that I go on another mission. What do you think?" And the Raikage would say, "Well, I have something for you. I'm not sure if you want to take it, but we got hired by a man named Gato asking for your assistance. They need the assistance of Raijin, the Thunder God, is what they've been calling you lately." And Naruto, after hearing that, would be like, "Looks like somebody needs my assistance. How much money are we talking?" The Raikage would tell him how much it is, and it would be an insane amount because Gato doubled the price that he would have given Zabuza for this mission. And no, Naruto isn't going to be the only one who gets hired. He actually does hire Zabuza, but he's not really too confident that Zabuza is going to be able to do anything, right? So Naruto is hired on top of that for safety measures, because if this bridge is built, things are going to go very, very, very bad for Gato. So Naruto decides to accept the mission and would be like, "Looks like I'm heading to the land of waves. Samui, you want to come in?" She'd be like, "No thanks, kid. I got something better to do. But when you get back, maybe we go out for some ramen." Naruto says, "Sure thing." Before he looks at Killer Bee and would be like, "Peace out. I'll catch you guys later." He would walk away, having both hands behind his head and taking big giant steps, like leaping basically from how far he's walking. Naruto eventually gets lazy and would teleport straight to the location of where Gato would end up being, and Naruto would arrive only to see a man with a gigantic sword and a boy who looks like a girl. But Naruto ain't finna get caught off guard. Naruto ain't finna get caught lacking. He could notice some slight male features on Haku, right? And so Naruto wasn't caught off guard, but he would look at Gato and say, "Look, I'm not gonna do this mission unless you pay me now. So either you give me the money or I leave. It's that easy." And Gato would be like, "You got some nerve. I hire you and you want to get paid before you even get the job done? How do I know you're not gonna scam me?" And Naruto says, "Trust me, I don't scam. You know what they call me, right? I've never failed a single mission, and I've already taken out multiple S-rank ninjas, all on my own, no help whatsoever." And Gato, after hearing that, would be like, "You drive a hard bargain, kid. How about half?" And Naruto says, 75% and you got a deal. And Gato, gritting his teeth, would be like, "Fine, kid. You make one hell of a negotiator. I wonder who taught you." And Naruto would look like he wouldn't look nowhere, but he would just kind of think to himself, thinking, "I learned from the best," having an image of the Raikage A in his mind, before then looking at Gato and saying, "Trust me, you can consider this mission completed." Before Gato says, "Well, I do hope so." And so Naruto would pretty much just relax in Gato's base for the time being, just enjoying ramen, lollipops, and booze, something that Naruto got into at an early age, because who's gonna stop him? And Naruto would just be waiting, right? Eventually, he gets word that Haku and Zabuza ended up kind of getting got taken care of a little bit, considering that Haku and Zabuza would have tried to attack Team 7, but since this time Naruto's not around, Sai was a replacement for Naruto, and having Sai around would have made for a much bigger impact, since Sai was actually capable of helping Kakashi out, and he was the most powerful genin, who could have came out from that year, way more powerful than Sasuke, already knew many Anbu techniques, and so he was definitely ahead of the curve. So Sai was able to easily get an upper hand on what anybody else could have possibly predicted, and so he ended up being the reason that they did a lot better against Haku and Zabuza. Zabuza this time would have actually also even gotten way more damage, so he's a lot weaker, and Naruto would be like, "Whatever, Zabuza. Look, I'll take care of the brats. Just brief me in on their abilities." And Zabuza would say, "Pink-haired girl, don't really worry about her. There's a boy with black hair, and then there's a boy with black and bluish type hair. Definitely take care of both of those. Then there's Kakashi Hatake, the man who has the Sharingan in one eye, the copycat ninja." And Naruto, hearing that, would think back to the day when he encountered Kakashi Hatake on his own and actually fought him and took him out. He would say, "You really lost to him? I took him out 1 week after discovering my abilities, and you couldn't even take him out? "You're a disgrace," shooting a bolt of lightning at Zabuza, which would completely atomize him, and Haku in a blind rage rushing in at Naruto, trying to kill him. Naruto would not move for an instant, blitzing at Haku before cutting her throat and cutting her head completely off. Naruto seeing Haku's head roll to the ground before he says that he'll be taking their commission as well to Gato, and Gato would gulp before saying, "Sure thing, kid," then giving him the money as Naruto walks out and says, "I'm gonna get this job done pretty quickly, so don't even stay up or bother coming." Naruto scratching his butt as he says this, and he would walk off towards the direction before blitzing towards the land of waves and seeing how impoverished it is, thinking to himself that it really sucks that he has to do this mission, but money's money, so what can you do? Naruto, making his way towards the village bridge, would end up seeing that there's a decent amount of fog around, and Naruto would be like, "Yo, I'm here to take you guys out, so I have a quick proposition for you guys. You guys take this money, leave this place and don't come back, or I'm unfortunately gonna have to kill you guys." And he says that as a joke. He doesn't even mean it whatsoever, by the way. And Kakashi would say, "What makes you think we would leave a mission and abandon orders from the Hokage?" As Naruto unmasks himself and says, "I say that I'm the only reason you need Kakashi," before Kakashi sees Naruto and has a flashback to when he ultimately was utterly defeated by Naruto in just 2 moves. Naruto having a sweat drop as he thinks to himself that his whole entire team could potentially die here. And Kakashi, looking at the direction of the team, would be like, he's completely unaware of what he should even do. So this is where I'm going to be leaving up to you guys. Do you guys think that Kakashi would try to fight him, or do you think that Kakashi would stand down knowing that his team is completely going to die here if he fights against Naruto? What do you guys think is going to be happening? Leave a like down below, considering this is the end of this installment. And remember, if you guys hit 1,000 likes, I'm going to be dropping the entire rest of the story in a full story version, which you guys can watch like tomorrow. As soon as this video drops the next day at 10 a.m. You guys can get that immediately. All you got to do is like the video. So come on, leave a like for your boy and, help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for me today. I'm going to be catching you guys later. And yeah, with nothing else to say, peace.